This is how you create a DIY cooling system using only a couple of plastic bottles and a few tools that you probably already have at home right now. First, grab two empty plastic bottles. The larger the bottles are, the longer the cooling effect will last. Using a knife or scissors, carefully cut off the bottom section of each bottle. Once you've done that, we're going to make several small holes around the body of the bottles. The holes are important because they help direct the cold air outward while the fan pushes air through the bottles. Now here's where this homemade trick starts to work. Grab a standing fan or regular household fan and attach the bottles to the back side of the fan with the bottle caps pointing downward. Use zip ties, strong tape, or plastic straps to hold them firmly in place so they don't move around while the fan is spinning. And here's a very important detail that you should never ignore. The ice must stay at the bottom of the bottles near the caps, and water should never come into contact with the fan motor or the back engine area. The goal is not to pour water into the fan. What actually cools the room is the cold air passing around the ice inside the bottles and then flowing through the fan blades safely. Once everything is attached properly, fill the bottles with ice cubes from the top opening. You can also partially freeze bottles of water ahead of time and place them into the setup, so the cooling effect lasts much longer. As the fan pulls air through the cold bottles, the air becomes noticeably cooler before blowing into the room. Now, before you try this, let me give you one quick tip that makes a huge difference. Always keep the bottles tightly secured and avoid overfilling them with water or melted ice. You only want the cold temperature from the ice to circulate through the airflow while keeping the electrical parts completely dry and protected. One thing you'll notice immediately is how affordable and simple this method is compared to buying an expensive air conditioner. There's no complicated installation, no expensive equipment, and no huge electricity bill involved. After turning the fan on, let it run for a few minutes and you'll begin feeling cooler air moving around the room. A lot of people now use simple homemade cooling tricks like this during hot summer days to stay comfortable while saving money at the same time. If you found this video helpful, save it so you can come back to it later. And if you decide to try this homemade cooling trick yourself, leave a comment sharing how well it worked for you. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe for more simple household hacks and DIY tricks coming soon.